Right then, people. Hello, hello. How are you doing? So at the moment it's only 7:30. We're not expecting an early restore rotation this week because there's no update. That's usually how it plays out. Now, for all the YouTube people, I usually put chapters for the video timeline. So if you want to skip ahead, you can easily see where the restore rotation is and whatnot, and then the talk about all the new skins. You can see it in the timeline. So at the moment, we're going to be doing the pre-restore rotation talk, talking about all the things that have happened just before, what we're anticipating. You get the idea. So, right, let's begin. This is the current sales so far for all of these skins. Very surprised to see the Blackout Python hasn't even reached 20,000 sales. Now, of course, SCM cannot track every single account that has Rust skins and whatnot, but with what we have available to us, based on what we've seen previously with all the other Blackout skins in the previous weeks, this has not sold as much. Now, even the Blackout SMG's in the positive again. Okay, well, that's another thing. All of the Blackout skins are going into the positive. Prices are getting better. This is nice. And at the moment, with this Blackout Python, well, why don't we take a look at abnormals? So we did our abnormal buy orders last night, of course. You would have seen the video I uploaded. So yeah, we talked about the Blackout Python. We considered, right, the context. What's going on with Python skins at the moment this year? Not great. They haven't been selling very nicely, have they? But, you know, if you're going to have at least one decent skin for a weapon you might not use that much, it's probably going to be a very in-demand safe skin, much like Blackout. And, well, this also has the removed aim sights. It's awkward to say, it's not all of it, but you know what I mean? With the flat bits. I'm not great at explaining this. You know what happened. Much like what happened with the MP5. You can see just a little bit more. People like it. It's full black. It's got a red tip. Very nice. Very handy. Very useful. Very affordable. So, yeah. This is a skin that's selling for $2.49 right now. But the buy orders are already going up to $2.45. I predicted that we're probably going to see the Blackout Python immediately go into the positive and stay in the positive from here till probably February. Yeah. Much like the Blackout MP5, it just went above its restore price and kept climbing up. So, at the moment, if you really wanted to, you could probably go to the restore right now and you could go and buy some of these. And if prices look a bit weird in 48 hours, you can consider refunding it. That's the safest approach with buy ordering or buying abnormal skins. So yeah, very strong support. We still have this random 1,223 buy order there. I don't fully know if that's legit. I don't know if it's going to stay there forever. But in total, this has 2,428 buy order requests. That's ridiculous. The buy orders are very strong all the way up to $2.50. So if you really, really had to buy something this week, it would be this. I 100% would go for the Blackout Python. But I put down a very strong buy order around $2.20. I think I'm going to just stick with that. Yeah, because I don't fully know if this is going to easily climb up in price, much like the MP5 and whatnot. It didn't sell as much, but I also think it's because the Python isn't in demand as much. Take that what you will. Then we'll look at the Satchel Charge from Hell, 1,116 requests to buy, quite a lot. Again, a very big fat buy order at $1.12. Is it $1.12 over here as well? It's $1.15 here, so I don't really know what's going on. It is weird to me. It is weird how this just happens to have very, very high numbers. I thought it's people inflating the value or the demand. So some people like to put down like thousands of requests to buy just to make it appear to be more valuable than what it actually is. But normally they'd put it at like 3 pennies and then request it at like 2,000 quantity. But no, that is at that price. Again, will it hold? This is a $2.49 skin. My buy order is $1.62, and last night someone sold one to me. I have bought one of these already. So maybe you can see it here. Yes, I'm still selling things, Christmas things, making profit. It's all good. Do I still see it? There it is. Yeah, there we are. Ta-da! I bought it for $1.60. So I think I am probably just going to sit here and say I'm going to stick with my buy order. It worked out well for me already, and well, can't go wrong. Yes, the buy orders are slowly climbing up, but the bulk of the buy orders are around $1, and you've got a nice portion here at around $1.50, $1.60. So if I've been successful to buy these 80 cents cheaper, I'm probably just going to stick with that buy order. So yeah, satchel charges. Do people even want to skin their satchel charges? We shall see. Then we'll move on to the Redemption LR300. I wasn't 100% sure with this. Basically, I was sitting here thinking, did the burst module really change the demand for the gun? Has the gun demand increased for the LR300 in general in the game? And it doesn't seem like that's even happened. It doesn't seem like people suddenly want to use the skins a whole lot more. It's a very cool looking skin, but I just don't fully feel confident to jump in and request a lot of money for a $2.99 LR300 skin at the moment. Things don't look like they've changed that much. And yeah, I believe I did a $1 buy order and I must have done like 90 cents and $1.10. I can't remember. I can't really figure out where I am. No, I did $1.10. I went a bit cheaper. I must have seen the buy orders for my second buy order and I thought, you know what, maybe I don't want to do as much. So yeah, this is a $2.99 skin, but the bulk of the buy orders, it's all less than $1. Well, this has 100 here at $1, but yeah, it's not. People aren't confident in it. So the safest option would be offer around what the current price of metal is, because worst case scenario, you can just turn it into metal. Simple as. So yeah, that is unfortunate, but yeah, that is the current situation. Then we got the JPEG garage door, and this is weird. When you compare it with the likes of the sheet metal door, there was a weird thing going on, a strange pattern, and that was, well, the buy orders never really went close to around the price of what the sheet metal door was, but nobody was selling their skins below a certain price. What do I see here immediately? No one's selling theirs at the moment for less than $6. Now, of course, we have to wait a full week to actually see what likely will be the proper amount attempting to be sold. Remember, everyone who has the opportunity to be able to sell theirs, that's the time where we can actually properly judge the situation. At the moment, only the people that bought this the very second this became available last week when it first rotated, only those people can sell theirs right now. And then the day after that is tomorrow, and the day after that's the day after that. So basically 7-day cooldowns at the moment will play a factor for the prices that are being listed at the moment. But from what we saw, the sheet metal door, in fact, why don't I just show you the sheet metal door? It just makes things so much easier. Glister kilt's getting pumped up in price. Again, another video right there. So, yep. So, let's just quickly go to JPEG sheet. Okay, how about we just do door? There we go, JPEG metal door. Fine, we'll be that way then. So yeah, when you look at the history of this, it's been out for a fair few weeks. Currently listed at $2.99. Highest buy order is $1.78. Bulk of the buy orders only went up to $1. But then you look over here and you see that the prices that these were selling for on average was around just over $1, because people were selling to the highest buy orders. But the very second that we saw this appear, well then you can see a slight change as we get to this point. So then suddenly people started to buy these at a higher price. Suddenly people weren't buying them from the right, as in people were selling them to the highest buy order. Rather, people were buying them here. So yeah, it's a case of people aren't listing them below the price it's sold for in a Rust store, and people aren't really budging that much in terms of the buy orders. So yeah, it's in a weird position, and I think the exact same thing is going to happen here with the JPEG garage door. Now let me also point out to you, this didn't sell that much. It's only got 9,000 sales. I think it's got less than the sheet metal door. Let's just quickly find that out. No, sheet metal door only had 8,500 requests. So just a little bit more compared to that. Yeah, I think we're going to be in the exact same position. It's weirdly well coordinated. Have you seen the tempered garage door as well? Yeah, Yeah, it's a similar pattern. People aren't selling theirs below a certain price, and because of that, people have steadily been increasing their buy order prices. Look at me, I'm right there, $3.96. Yay! Yeah, yeah. This is like very well coordinated. No one's budging, and because of that, the buy order prices, well, the actual purchase prices, they've all been around $6.50 to $7. So, yeah. Um, is it luck? Most likely. But yeah, this garage door probably will be following a very similar pattern. It's a strange behaviour that I'm only just starting to recognise, but in terms of profit, has this worked out greatly for everyone involved? Well, for the prices that you bought them for, no, not really. You probably make evens or just a little bit more. So if you're sitting there thinking, should I buy some of these? I'll just sit here and say, well, you're just better off just doing a high buy order. And you will have them sell to you at some point if we're judging by what we saw with the sheet metal door. So, yeah, strange things. That's abnormals. Let's close this. We're done with that. And now let's move on to making sure you are prepared for the new skins. So remember, with scmm.app, so ross.scmm.app, you can go to the current store and you can literally just click Marketplace, click this button, and now I have a link to the Bandana link. So that's all nice and prepared. And as you can see over here, I've got all my links nice and prepared. Bandana, El Diablo Double Barrel Shotgun, Calm Time SMG, and Dead Souls AK-47. So chat, can one of you, please, over there, I see you, can one of you write down everything I'm about to say, because other people are going to be asking this. We need to consider what prices we want to offer for these regular skins that will be appearing on the market when the Rust Door rotates. We have the Bandana, El Diablo Double Barrel Shotgun, Calm Time SMG, and Dead Souls AK-47. And let me tell you, this is going to be very easy. Bandana. So this is sold a lot, alright? In fact, actually, this is actually going to be one of the hardest things I'm going to have to figure out. Oh, these three are easy. In fact, why not just do the other three? 70 cents, 90 cents, 70 cents, 90 cents, 70 cents, 90 cents. Alright, that was easy. Done. Right, why did I say that? Because we've had far too many double barrel shotgun skins this year. They are not looking very good in terms of profitable adventures. Right, so remember, military double barrel shotgun, that's a pump. That right there is a pump. Don't fall for that. So yeah, it's selling ridiculously at the moment because people are manipulating the price. Yep, we saw this last week. It's still going on. See how it's just doing nothing for a long time and then blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's a manipulation. So yeah, don't be fooled by that. That's an anomaly. We don't care about that. But all of these other double barrel shotguns, they haven't done very well. Cold Hunter is slowly creeping back up in price. But anyway, yeah, we've had like 10 appear this year. And in the previous years, we only saw a few in the previous years. So what I'm sitting here saying is I have no faith in it. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all the way down to around $1. In fact, why don't I have a quick look and see what's the cheapest double barrel shotgun on the market at the moment? And we work from there. So reference that. Oh, okay, lowest. And $1, $1, $1, $1.16, $1.10. Right, so people, you could do 70 cents to 90 cents. Basically, the price of what metal's selling for at the moment. That's literally the answer, because a lot of people just don't have faith in these double barrel shotgun skins. So yeah, it's just awkward. It's literally just a case of okay, it just goes down in price. I don't know how else to put it. Again, custom SMG. Hello, right? So we did have the blackout SMG literally just a few weeks ago. And yes, that is in the positive, but it's mostly based around the fact that it's a blackout skin. Let's just ignore that one. Down 50%, down 51%, down 37%, down 28%, down 52%. Right, so all of these 2022 custom SMG skins not doing very well. Probably because the custom SMG isn't used that much. Gun demand isn't very high, and because of that, low demand to use the custom SMG skins, which of course equals to low prices for the custom SMG skins. Down 50, down 50. So they end up around $1 quite quickly. If we go by lowest price, well, there you go. 92 cents, 95 cents, 96 cents, 97 cents, 98 cents, $1, $1. Yeah, there's a lot of this. So again, 70 cents to 90 cents. It's so simple. It's so quick to easily figure out. Now we got the AK. How many AKs do we have? In fact, I don't even want to look at all the newest ones. I want to look at the most cheapest ones. Let's just go straight to that. How many of them are 2022 skins? 2021, 2021. Okay, 2022 there, 2022 there. Well, yeah, these are all still below $1. There's a lot of AK skins below $1 here. 2022, 2022, 2022. Yep, 2022. There's a lot of them. 2022. Yeah, there's a ton of these selling for just around $1. How very unfortunate. Then we'll look at all the newest ones, and yeah, down 20, down 49, down 44, down 66, down 34. Not looking good, is it? Not looking good at all. So I'm going to sit here and say 70 cents to 90 cents. It's as simple as that. Right, so that was easy. Now we're going to talk about the Bandana. So, Mr. Debski is trying to turn this into a collection. If you saw my Tuesday workshop skin checks, Mr. Debski has gone and made the banana knife. Banana knife. Could we see this today? Maybe, possibly. It will be the first combat knife in 2 years. So, isn't that appealing? I can hear everybody moaning now. So, yeah, if he does manage to turn this into a collection, that would reinforce value to it. People would like to get the whole collection, maybe, possibly. But then there's a case of, right, so we did see the likes of the Cucumber Yoker earlier this year, didn't we? Look how that turned out. In fact, I'll just show you. Because that was a pump initially. That was manipulation. Someone went on TikTok and said, hey, everybody, let's buy this skin. And everybody started to buy the skin. It went up to about $20. And after that, went all the way down. If you could see its lifetime, you could probably see a ton of sales in the beginning. And as you can see here, it went up very high in price. And then it went down. Because people honestly didn't really care enough about it. So, yes, a silly meme skin can get quite far. But will it hold? Probably not. So, yes, we got a Bandana, and quite a lot of you have been saying, oh, but surely it's related to the banana Ioka. No, not really. It's made by a completely different person. It's made by regular Merc. I don't even think he makes skins anymore. So, yeah, this came out 5 years ago. So, I don't think we're going to be seeing anything similar to this, especially when you consider that there's only 30? No. How many are considered in circulation? About 360, whereas this has had over 14,000 sales. So, yeah, big difference. That Bandana, I think, here's the hope. With loads of people literally just about to start playing Rust again as we enter the Christmas time, and what we normally see is a whole bunch of people mostly playing in January and February throughout the year. That's when you see the most people playing, January and February. If they're going to grab a new bow skin, they're probably going to see that, and they're going to think that's really funny, and they're probably going to jump in and buy it. That is the hope. I don't fully know. It's awkward. It's very awkward. And then again, let's reference all the most recent bow skins that have come out this year. Down 46, down 30, down 8, down 45, down 49. Yeah, there's a problem. Now, immediately I noticed the Dragon Rage one, which is part of a collection that's fairly in demand. Well, that's only down by 8%. When times are good, when we have post-Christmas time, wouldn't be surprised if this goes in the positive. That had 14,000 sales. We are seeing the exact same amount of sales over here as well. I'm like, okay, if you can do 2 buy orders, I'm going to do $1 on the Bandana, and I'm probably going to do maybe $1.40, something like that, maybe. The second buy order, I'm very hesitant about. But $1 would be safe. To do $1 for a weapon, red grade skin, you know, weapons, tools and whatnot, totally fine, because you at least can turn it into metal. Yeah. Safe option, $1. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, go all the way up to about $1.50, sure, we can do that. Yeah, I think it could potentially have a very nice future. It's all dependent on, do people actually want to run around with a Bandana? So yeah, that is my prices. 70 cents to 90 cents for all the actual guns, but for the Bandana, $1 to $1.50. Let's see how that plays out. And with that, we've talked about all of the prices we would want to consider for all of the regular skins. This, of course, means we have to sit here and wait for the Rust or rotation to happen. That's going to take a while. Refresh, nothing, sadness, depression. Now, there's also another case of because this week wasn't supposed to have some skin submissions. Well, there still were. There was still a whole bunch of people that did submit some skins. We got whiteout boots and gloves there. What else did we see? We saw the likes of low poly. We saw this banana knife, double door, JPEG hoodie and pants. Some interesting tools, but there wasn't supposed to be submissions this week because we are literally just about to have Christmas stuff. Christmas stuff is starting to creep in. Christmas stuff is literally going to start appearing next week. Christmas roster rotations begin next week. It's looking pretty interesting. But, now we're going to sit here and wait for this. Is it going to be a case of, will we see some of those early things that appeared? So, did any of the things that appear this week, would they potentially appear this week? Or will we see some extra late picks? Are we potentially going to see some skins that appeared earlier this year, maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago? You never know. Could we see Frosty? Well, what we also could potentially keep an eye out for is, will we see the likes of the lightweight hoodie and pants version 2? Could we potentially see the Glister Tier 3 version 2? Could we potentially see Apostate Tier 2 or Tier 3? Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I would like to see it. We just saw JPEG hoodie and pants there. Could we see... Oh, God, I just removed the thing. No, I've got to group it back up again. I had it nice and clean. No. Right, there we go. Nobody saw that. Right, so could we potentially see JPEG Tier 3? Maybe, even, possibly, I don't know. But could we see the JPEG hoodie and pants being accepted this week? That would be an early pick because it appeared literally just this week. And then, of course, we have the military hoodie and pants appeared 2 or 3 weeks ago. Could we potentially see that as well? These are the potential things. For the past 3 weeks, what have we seen? No clothing and armor skins. No clothing and... Well, we did see that. We did see that, yeah. Sorry about that. What did I mean to say was continuations of collections. Now, we know Igor 100% isn't making any more Tiki until January. He literally says that in his workshop. If you go over to here, workshop questions, here, when will full set come? January. So, that's what he's planning to do. But from here, we didn't see any marketable clothing and armor skins. Yes, that's there, but that was charitable rust skin. It's not tradable or marketable. And then what we have over here is, again, no clothing and armor skins. What is up? Why have we had a weird drought of clothing and armor skins? I know we had some last week, but it was only 3 pieces. Not last week, but the week before. You get what I mean. Could we potentially see a big batch of clothing and armor skins this week? Well, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? But it is awkward. We're in an odd position at the moment. I'd love to see at least 2 of these collections that I have here getting the skins that they need. That'd be awesome. As we know, or as I've told you, clothing and armor skins, the core pieces are usually the best things to invest to, the best things that will make the best profits. That is what I've seen mostly throughout the whole year, several years I've been investing into Rust. It is usually the thing that gets the most investment towards it and usually gets the most sales. But for some strange reason, for the past few months, Face Punchers just refused to continue any collections of clothing and armor. The last one to wrap itself up was Black Gold. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird to me. Why don't they want sales? Yes, of course, we did have the whole poncho fiasco, but they did sell. And why wouldn't you want to keep reintroducing more? Well, keep introducing more new poncho skins? I can accept that. It sold very nicely. So, strange position. So this is the front page of the Rust Steam market, and yes, Glister is on top. It is getting manipulated. Some people are buying out all of the stock. Do you see the difference as you look over to the right? Do you see how the bulk of the buy orders here only goes up to about 35 cents, and then there's a big gap, and then suddenly $1 at 100 requests. So yeah, there's a group of people buying out all of the stock for the Glister kilts. Best of luck to you if you own a batch of those. I gave away a whole bunch of them in my giveaways just yesterday. And of course, let's go take a look at that trophy. Some people are still buying it. I'm very disappointed. I keep telling you, do not buy this. It's instantly not tradable and not marketable. And if we see 4 more sales, then we're up to $200. Well, actually, 3 more because it's 1999.90. You get the idea. So, yeah, People are still buying this, and I don't know why. I literally have to keep telling you, this was given away for free. It was never intended to be marketable or tradable. The very second that you get this, it's instantly non-tradable and non-marketable. You have lost your money, and you will not be able to sell it. It's not rare. It was given away for free. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have another Twitch Rivals event, maybe in the beginning of 2023, and they give this away again for free. So don't buy it, but you keep buying it. You're dumb. These buy orders, they're fake. You cannot sell this. Nobody can sell this to those buy orders. They're just trying to bait you. So please, please, please do not buy this. You're wasting your money if you do so. So yeah, that is that. And with that, we wait for the Rustore rotation. So, gentlemen, let's just skip ahead. What? We're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. Don't tell me it's rotated now. Not whilst I was having fun. Oh my god, we got clothing. It did happen. We got green stuff. Okay. It's completely new as well. Oh look, Kelmo, look, you're lucky. Well done. Okay. They did accept the Predatory AK. They did accept Pixel. Okay. We did get a lot of clothing this week. That's interesting. Oh look, Kua, you got in. Is that why you gifted the subs? Mr. Zip, this is quite a lot of skins, to be honest. 1, 2, 9. That's 10 skins. Okay. Right. Let's just quickly find out what was early and what wasn't. Is anything here early? I don't think so. So, this was a typical pick. You're getting really lucky nowadays, Mr. Camo Legend. That's a Thompson skin. Instantly, I think that's going to be doing all right. Thompson skins, my beloved. The Pixel collection. Right, so, gentlemen, yeah, so Face Punch are super happy to accept a Pixel skin. I think Mr. Diva Dan likely will be wanting to make some Pixel armor soon. Yeah, you know. Right, so, okay, so that's a typical pick. This pizza furnace, which looked really funny. Congratulations to you, Mr. Zimic. That is a typical pick. We've got a continuation of the Predatory collection. The AK actually got in. That's another AK. That's another AK in again. Right, so that's 4 weeks in a row. Typical pick. Then we got the Elite Crate Chest Armor. Congratulations to you, Odyssey. After so many attempts, we finally... Oh, I'm on discussion. We're finally looking at a green clothing collection potentially on the horizon. Many people have attempted in this past year to try and get green clothing and armor accepted. Well, there you go. Now we got this. Forest Raiders probably won't be so expensive anymore. We have alternate options. And it's not just that because... Well, okay, let's just look at this first. Blackboard LR300 it is also typical. Congratulations to you, Mr. Kua. Hopefully we might see more Blackboard collection skins soon. And then, yeah, we've got the hoodie and the pants. Strange. So... You know, not lightweight, not glister, not apostate, not JPEG, not military. No. We're just going to add some completely brand new skins. Well, anyway, okay, I'm more than happy to see more green ones, but 2 at the same time, that's quite a surprise for me. Okay, well, congratulations to you, Mr. Emilio Frito. That is a typical pick. Yep, both of them. They were all typical picks. None of the things that appeared during this week has appeared this week. They were all typical. Every single one. Not a single extra late pick either. That's the see-through mesh one, isn't it? That's the see-through mesh wooden door. You can see through that, right? What the hell? They've allowed that in? Chat, that's a see-through mesh. You can see through that. Okay. Maybe that'll have an impact on its demand. Right, so Rustore rotation has happened. I need to do some buy orders. I'll be back in a bit. We'll skip ahead. Right, gentlemen, it has been quite some time. That took a long time. We're doing a giveaway whilst it literally just came out. But that's what we do. We wait. We have some fun, we do some giveaways, people enjoy themselves. I stream on Twitch every single Thursday. If you want to take part, feel free to drop by. Links are in the description on YouTube. All good. Right, so here are the new skins. Now let's just quickly find out what is and isn't abnormal. I don't know if I clicked that furnace. I just did it again just in case. This isn't abnormal. This is abnormal. This is abnormal. This isn't 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 abnormal. This is abnormal, and it is definitely see-through mesh. Right. So, yeah. Okay. So that's going to be a fun talking point. And, of course, we literally just had the skins become marketable, the regular skins. Bandana currently has 384 requests to buy. I was expecting a little bit more. So I did stick with my my ideas. I did 92 cents. I think I went 92 cents, $1.05, and then I also did $1.40 because... No, I did 83, $1, and then $1.40 because I'm curious about this. I kind of get the feeling it's probably going to be doing quite all right, and the curiosity got the best of me. I'm selling a lot of skins at the moment, lots of Christmas skins, so I don't feel so bad that if I do potentially buy a few of them and they end up going down in price pretty quickly, it's not the end of the world for me. Post-Christmas is just around the corner. January is literally just about to appear, and all of the Rust skins are about to go up in price very nicely, so... I think when loads of people are playing the game again, they're going to see that, and loads of people potentially going to want to use it, and demand will obviously lead to prices increasing. You get the idea. So, fun, silly skin. Let's see what happens with that. Then we've got the El Diablo double barrel shotgun. Not surprised by this. Bulk of the buy orders earlier around $1. This was expected. I explained myself earlier. Yeah, that's just basically it. And again with the Calm Time SMG. Yep, it's pretty much the exact same situation. But buy orders literally just around $1. Not a lot of faith in these weapon skins. And this AK. This one doesn't even have any buy orders above $1. In fact, yeah, the bulk of it only goes up to about 90 cents. So yeah, that's going to be something that we can talk back to because we have a new AK, and that's going to be a situation. So we know what isn't abnormal. We just showed off the new skins in terms of the ones that just became marketable. We saw we got that all out. So here are the new skins. Let's start discussing them. So, I am very, very impressed with the fact that we got 10 skins. That's a rare sight to see. Usually we only get 8, but we got 10 skins just before Christmas. Okay, that's good. What I'm also surprised to see is a week of 2 sets of clothing and armour that are green. Now, if you don't fully understand this... Oh, I didn't realise I was on the wrong scene. Alright, so now you don't see any stuff in the house. Okay, where was I? Throughout this year, we have seen multiple skin creators trying their best to get green clothing and armor accepted. They haven't been successful until now. Milio Frito and Mr. Odyssey, congratulations to you. I'm very impressed with Mr. Odyssey because he very randomly got his AK accepted when it wasn't even... it was in the beginning of October. It wasn't complete the sets, yet randomly Facepunch decided, hey, you know that Elite Crate that came out almost 2 years ago? Let's go release it. And because of that, he had the enthusiasm to keep return to making Elite Crate skins. And now we're here, and now this has been accepted. You're the lucky person who's making green armor. And why is this such a notable point? Well, we don't have many green armor and clothing skins, and all we really have... There is Bombshell, but Bombshell's got a few more colours. The best thing to compare this to is Forest Raiders. Forest Raiders is getting more and more expensive. Gradually, bit by bit, it's getting there and it's going up in price. There was quite a lot of sales for these when they came out, yes. But even then, they gradually keep going up in price. Much like how Blackout did. It just kept going up and up and up and up. These aren't very affordable, are they? That's a problem. But now we have an alternate option. You've got the likes of Elite Crate, and you've got the likes of the Frog Crossplay. So, yeah, this is the one thing that we should kind of keep an eye on. And could we potentially see a similar pattern? Maybe we'll see the Frog Cosplay or the Elite Crate potentially sell very nicely after all of this. Will they sell a lot during the time they're available in the Rust store? That very likely could happen as well. So keep an eye on the amount of sales that these had and whatnot. And now let's move on. So let's start with Frog Cosplay. This is very bright green. This is very bright green, and I'm a bit unsure if it's going to be super helpful in most grassy areas, because I still think you will stand out. That potentially might be a problem. When you look at the likes of this, yes, it's got a little bit orange, but that's not super noticeable, is it? When you're looking at someone from a distance, you're more likely going to probably see the guy in the frog hoodie than you are going to see the guy with the chest plate and whatnot. So it's a bit awkward. And do you know what else is awkward? This isn't abnormal, and it's only selling for $1 each. This is a potential problem because, as I said, people have been craving for an affordable green camouflage collection. This isn't necessarily intended to be camouflage, but it's still green and it can still be helpful. Mr. Micro on the Saturday Skin Showcase, we will have to do some. We'll have to see how well it can actually help you out in grassy areas, won't we? So that's something. But I think I look at it and I think it's just a bit too bright. If you probably don't know this, but the human eye can, out of all the colours, it notices different shades of green the most. So, fun fact of the day. So, I think a lot of people are going to notice you if you run around on this. Let's see what appears in terms of clothing, in terms of armour. We've already got the clothing. We need to wait and see if there's going to be Tier 2 or Tier 3. But there is another potential problem. We're now going to only have 2 weeks of Christmas skins. Yes, the Christmas event starts next week. And, well, you might have noticed in the workshop lots of Christmas-related skins are starting to appear. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's a problem for these. So, basically, do you remember that problem I've pointed out many times in the past? Investor impatience. Well, take, for example, apostate. We were expecting that potentially appearing today, Tier 2 or Tier 3. That didn't happen. So, get a good look at this. The quantity, 79.67. What I'm going to sit here and say is, because this seems to be the last potential straw for apostate to get in just before Christmas, we now know for a fact for the next 2 Rustle rotations we're definitely not going to see any apostate, and people likely are going to start putting their quantity on the Steam market. They're going to give up. They're just going to sulk and they're going to go, it's not going to happen, I give up now, I'm just going to move on. That happens a lot with some skin collections. We saw that with the likes of Skullkiller earlier this year and Black Gold. Yeah, that happened. And, you know, surprise, surprise, they do eventually get accepted. And then they do bounce back and life is good and we're happy and yay. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these start to get cheaper because people will probably start giving up. That very likely will be happening. All because we know Christmas is going to be happening for the next 2 weeks. So, could we potentially see something very similar happening here? What I'm worried about is, number one, these are 99 cents. They are very cheap or affordable. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a whole bunch of people buying these in excess, as in they'll probably buy some for themselves, but then also they'll buy maybe an extra 50 of the hoodie and the pants each because they think, oh, surely I could just buy a whole batch of them and then sell them and I'll make some easy money. But when far too many people do that, what does that lead to? Oversaturation. There's more quantity compared to actual demand. And with that, there ends up being far too many being put onto the Steam market, and eventually the price just keeps going down and down because people keep undercutting each other and undercutting each other and undercutting each other. So, let's play it smart. We don't need to rush into it. If you want to buy this because you want to use it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it. That's good. That's fine. You're fine to do this. But in terms of an investor perspective, you want to wait it out. Look how many have sold, then consider whether it's a good idea to buy into them. Or just do a buy order. But the problem with this isn't abnormal. With 10 skins this week, we've only got 3 abnormals, and that being the Elite Crate and the Door. So, yeah. If you want to play it super safe, wait until Wednesday or Thursday, look how many have sold, and then make a consideration. Should I just buy some, or should I just do a buy order and wait it out? Or you could wait until Thursday at the very last minute, make a purchase, and then see how many appear over the course of the next 48 hours, and then on Saturday make a consideration whether or not you want to refund them. That's an option. That's playing it super, super safe. All good? Okay, now let's move on to Pizzeria Furnace, and then we'll talk about that. So, furnaces. Haven't seen one in quite a while. I think the last one was Halloween. It's been a while, hasn't it? We had 2 for Halloween. For the 2... Yep, Halloween. Zombie Furnace doing quite alright. Good job. It's very goofy. It's very silly. It's very scary. It's cool. It stands out. It looks nice. This is very goofy. And I think that's going to work out very nicely for it. So we've had quite a lot of fairly generic designs. We had vegetables and fruit and whatnot earlier this year. That's actually only down by 6%, by the way. So that's actually hanging on quite alright. What I'm going to sit here and say is, with your furnaces, if they stand out, look goofy, look interesting, people actually want to buy them, use them, enjoy them. That is a pizzeria furnace. It looks funny. It looks interesting. Gentlemen, I am interested in it, but I'm also going to be cautious about it. So this isn't part of a collection or anything. Oh, look, you can see him design it all. Hey! Good job to you, Mr. Jimmick, by the way. So yeah, it looks nice. Do you like pizza? Come on, chat. Who likes a big pizza pie? Honestly. So, I gotta play it safe. I've seen plenty of furnaces come out this year and instantly go down in price. And the ones that did go up in price and above its rust price, only slightly by a few percent. So the smartest thing to do is just wait it out. Because I haven't seen a very profitable furnace come out this year. Yes, it looks cool. Yes, it's interesting. Yes, it's got a fun design. But I've seen some wacky designs appear early this year already. So if you like it and want to use it, buy it. Support the creator. Maybe we'll see more pizza stuff come out soon. That very likely could happen. And now we're on to Elite Crate Tier 3. So, Elite Crate face mask and chest plate. Gentlemen, this is a nice dark green. That's going to help blend into the grassy areas a whole lot better. In my opinion, just based on what I see, I feel like that's going to blend in many more environments compared to the likes of that. Now, I think this is a very nice looking design in terms of it's not wacky, it's not silly, it's just like straightforward, kind of grounded military design. We showed this off in the Saturday Skin Showcase just this past week. We liked it, we thought it was good, and lo and behold, it was accepted. Now, a lot of you might be sitting there saying, oh, but it's got orange bits, it might stand out. From a distance, that's not going to matter. From a distance, that won't matter. Alright? No need to worry, that's cool, very nice. Congratulations to you, Mr. Odyssey. You randomly got your AK accepted after 2 years. It was submitted in December 2020, your AK. This was after complete the sets. It was accepted. You decided to return to the Elite Crate collection, and then lo and behold, here you are. You're the person with the new green collection. So congratulations to you. Now, where's the hoodie and the pants? Where's the tier 2? Ooh, well, again, you've got to wait 2 weeks. Christmas skins. That is in the way at the moment. Yeah, keep that in mind. It is also abnormal though, so that's good. We can do our buy orders. We can do our buy orders on Wednesday night or Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world. I look forward to it. I'd rather do my buy orders and then consider whether or not I want to jump in and potentially buy some of them. But with Christmas in the way, I feel like it's probably best just to do some buy orders. That's the safest option. Pixel Bandana. Right, so let me just give you a nice bit of context. This potentially means that, they accepted this. That's good. What I'm saying is, this might push Diva Dan to start considering making armour. And this was something I knew was going to happen. I knew Pixel Hoodie and Pants was going to suffer because I knew Diva Dan was going to be busy. He's been invested into TF2 creation recently. TF2 Christmas is over now. He has more time in his hands. Potentially, maybe, it's going to have to be January or at the end of December, we're likely going to be seeing maybe some Pixel armour. Tier 2? Tier 3? Maybe. Very likely could happen. Micro, we showed this off in the Saturday Skin Showcase. I really like how the fold has the water in it. That's splendid. So, yeah, we've already shown this off in our Saturday Skin Showcases. So, if you wanna go give that a nice watch, you can get a good look at it. Oh, is it freezing on me? Don't freeze on me. Right, so that's decided to freeze on me. Anyway, tried to show it off, but yeah, in our recent Saturday Skin Showcase, we showed it off. Looks very nice. What I'm saying is, this is probably going to give Diva Dan the momentum to potentially make some armour pieces. It's a nice positive. But now let's talk about the bandana. Right, so the bandana isn't a core piece. It's not like hoodie and pants. It's not like the tier 3. That's a problem. But we only recently have had a bandana as well. How's that doing at the moment? How is that bandana? It's evens. Okay, that's fine. But this is part of a collection. That isn't part of a collection. This was part of a collection. This was part of a collection. This was part of a collection. Get a good look at that. They're all in the positive. So, if we do potentially see some more armour pieces appearing for the Pixel collection, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up in price as well. It's an optimistic outlook. If Diva Dan does have the momentum to move on ahead and, do you know what you can do? Please don't pester him, but just nicely approach him and say, congratulations. Are you going to make some armour soon? Say it nicely. Say it modestly. Don't be annoying. Just say, I like this collection. Are you going to make some armour soon? And he most likely will probably say, maybe in January. Or at the very least, you can keep an eye on it. All right? Keep an eye on the workshop comments, and we'll see what happens from there. All good. So the bandana, I'd rather wait till Wednesday, Thursday. Look how many have sold, then make a consideration. I did make a point about how we don't have many bandanas being accepted. Well, I've accidentally clicked the wrong thing. When we had Dark Schneider's, when we literally had this about 2 weeks ago, I made the point that we only really see about 2 or 3 bandanas every single year. Well, we got 3 this year, 2 last year, and 2 in 2020, and then 3 in 2019. So perhaps this is the last one. But it is part of the collection. We very likely will potentially see some more being added to the collection. I think it's in a nice, comfortable position where it potentially will be going up in price. But look at the Dragon Rage bandana, for example. It was $1.49. Now it's selling for $2.20. Is that good enough for you? Do you think that's going to be something you'd enjoy having? Or, you get what I mean. So if that's enough for you, then consider investing into it. The option's there. But maybe seeing how many have sold after a week or so might be an added bit of help to really consider what to do or go for. You get the idea. Right, now we need to talk about this wooden door. Gentlemen, this is a see-through mesh wooden door. I saw this in the skin checks 2 weeks ago. I looked at it. There was a version with and without the mesh. And I'm very surprised to see we've got the see-through mesh. Now, the problem, it's a wooden door. So, okay, who's going to have a wooden door as their entrance? Maybe very early on, maybe very, very early on. But thank you for that, Micro. I'll show that at the very end. Thank you for that. So, with this wooden door, it's very helpful. And there is a wooden door that I'd like to show to all of you. It is the Love Heart one. Do you know what I'm on about? I believe it's the most expensive. I can't remember its name properly. There it is. It's one of the most expensive ones. Door to Heaven. Door to Heaven literally just has a hole in it. So, yeah. And a lot of people liked it because of that. You can see right through it. You can have it as your entrance. You can see through it. You're trying to door camp me. How dare you? Now, this wasn't actually something Face Punch wanted to accept that much. In fact, it was the only see-through thing that we've seen in a long time. We did get a streamer skin, but I think they're okay with it because it's a wooden door. You can burn down a wooden door. You can shoot down a wooden door, all right? So it's not the best of doors to have as your entrance. And yes, the gimmick is there. Yes, we got this. It's very cool. How many do you reckon might sell? How many people do you reckon actually want to use it? How many people do you reckon actually want to use a wooden door? There's a lot of things that you have to weigh up and make considerations about. So, it's a win. I'm fine with that. If you genuinely like using wooden doors, that's probably the best wooden door that you're going to get for a long time in terms of how helpful it can be. You can see through the door. It's perfect. But it's a wooden door. That's the crux of the issue. So it's abnormal. We don't have to rush into buying it. We can do our buy orders first, and then we can consider buying it on Thursday. Wonderful. It's perfect, isn't it, chat? It's perfect. So that's the smartest way of approaching this. If we see genuine demand for people wanting to buy it, we will see it with the buy orders, and then we'll consider buying it. But at the moment, I'm too worried about the fact that it's a wooden door. And let's go take a look at all the wooden doors that have come out this year. Minus 61, down 15, down 41, down 57, down 44, down 48, down 55, down 56, down 50, down 31, down 63. Damn, all of these have come out in 2022. Wow. Well, it just goes to show how good that's been doing this year. Yeah, wooden doors, not the best of investments. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait until the buy orders, then make considerations after that. Congratulations to you, Mr. Kua, with your Blackboard LR300. But I'm very sorry to say it's an LR300. Last week we had a very nice, cool-looking LR300, but I'm just not seeing people wanting to. I'm not seeing the reflection of what's the words to say. Basically, if we saw the burst module really have an impact on the usage of people wanting to use the LR300, we would have seen these skin prices go up. They haven't budged. So I'm not sure if gun demand hasn't changed, or if gun demand probably did go up a bit, but we haven't seen the reflection of the skins just yet. What I think is, we're not going to see a proper change until we have everybody playing Rust again post-Christmas time. January, February, we'll probably start to see a change. We'll probably start to see people using it a whole lot more because they've made a change to it. Let's see what happens. But with this Blackboard LR300, I'm very sorry to say, it's not something I'm going to rush into. I'd rather see the sales first, then make a consideration for that LR300. That is my answer. I'm an investor. I talk about the investing part of this. If you like what you see and you want to buy it, please consider buying it. Enjoy using it. That's perfectly fine. But as someone who's sitting here trying to consider whether something's potentially going to make me a profit or not, I have to be wary of this. I have to be wary of the potential problems. And that LR300, it's an LR300 skin. So now, in contrast, in the complete opposite, we have a Thompson. Thompson skins. Oh, buddy, go take a look at this. Let's go take a look at all the most recent Thompson skins that have come out. Oh, what a lovely sight to see. Positive, 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 positive. Beautiful. In fact, I think we only have a couple of them that are in the negative. And reasons why this is in the negative, because it was incredibly oversaturated. This came out during offline TV era. 90,000 sales. This one here, 75,000 sales came out during offline TV era as well. This people just don't like using. Simple as. So yeah, the vast majority of these in the green. In fact, I'd actually sit here and say these two are anomalies. We shouldn't consider them. But everything else, yes. So that Thompson right there, perfect. Yep, and Recycler Collection is only getting stronger. We keep getting more and more and more and more and more. It's madness. What are you going to do next, Mr. Kelmo Legend? A revolver, but you can't make anything yet because we've got Christmas skins. So, yeah. We keep getting more and more. The collection keeps getting bigger and bigger. Potentially we'll see more things being accepted because Kelmo Legend keeps getting more successful with his collection. So yeah, there's a lot of positives there. It's a Thompson skin, and the Recycler Collection keeps getting bigger, so all the more positive. Now, you could also sit there and say, but what about the sales? Yeah. That's also another thing. Let's also take in consideration the sales and whatnot. What have we seen in terms of sales for the most recent skins? 12,000 almost there, 12,000 almost there, just over 19,000 here, just over 13,000 here. This had just under 23,000, so Yep, everything seems to be reasonably okay. We've got a good idea. We've got some great comparisons. Some over here at 16,000, 13,000, 14,500. Yeah. Thompson has very good gun demand in game. People want to use the Thompson. It's very affordable to get. Resources to make it isn't too much of a hassle. Perfect. So. That's looking to be a very good thing to potentially buy. In fact, you could potentially buy it right now and you'd probably still be alright. Then we've got the Predatory AK. I'm done talking about the Predatory AK. I'm sorry. It is an AK. Not surprised to see the Predatory collections continued. Congratulations to you, Mr. Verona. But, yeah, down 29, down 50, down 41, down 66, down 34, down 45, down 60, down 50, down 47, down 42, down 67, down 44, down 56, down 72, down 16, down 48, down 36, down 51, down 35, down 39. I'm running out of breath. There's so many 2022 AKs and they're all in the red. So, yeah. Predatory collection is getting bigger, it's getting stronger, but yeah, red. It's an AK, how very unfortunate. Damn, that L96 really did drop off. Damn. Right, well, we were cautious about that. We applied all the context and we figured it out. And, it's very easy to see the context behind that Predatory AK. It's an AK skins, we have far too many of them. We are oversaturated with options, so it's not looking very good, is it? So yeah, that is the week. Now, you're going to sit there and say, if I had to buy something, if I wanted to profit, what would I probably go for? There is one skin I 100% have a lot of faith in, and that is the Thompson. Thompson skins. Do I need to remind you? They're all in the positive. People like using Thompsons. Very high gun demand. Very reliable. Very nice. These skins tend to be very reliable. They always go in the positive. We're not even in the proper good times for prices, Ruskin prices. As we enter January time, they're probably going to go even higher in price. I'm losing my... I'm talking too quickly, I'm sorry. But yeah, Thompson, very reliable skins. That is great. So, if you had to buy something, I'd consider that. Now, you're going to probably sit there and say, right, so what about the other things? Well, there's potentially a lot of problems with this. There's a lot of potential problems with this based on the fact that it's cheap and we might see far too many of them being bought. So the hoodie and the pants, I'm going to say, let's just wait it out. With the Elite Crate face mask and chest plate, I think we could potentially see the same problems as these, but they are more expensive. They're $2 a piece as well. If you bought one of these, instead of buying just one of these, you could buy both of these. So do you see the thing there? If it's more expensive, then it potentially could filter out people from buying too many in excess. You get the idea? Right, so yeah, if I were to pick out between the hoodie and the pants or the Elite Crate face mask and the chest plate, well, Mr. Micro did me a great favour. He just showed me this. Do you see that? Do you see how easy it is that stands out? That is very bright green. That might not be very helpful. But that dark green there, that's helping out very nicely. So, Mr. Odyssey, if you consider making a hoodie and pants or a tier 2 sometime soon, I think a lot of people will be clamouring for it. That is a very nice dark green. And yeah, he's got red hoodie and pants and whatnot on. So, Mr. Micro, how about we put you in some Forest Raiders clothing? Oh, he's got another image. Oh, let's go take a look at that. Thank you very much, Mr. Micro. So yeah, maybe from a distance it helps it out a bit, but that dark green definitely helps out a lot. Yes, he's wearing the red hoodie and pants, but we'll mix you up and we'll do it for the Saturday Skin Showcase as well. But yeah, that is a whole lot more noticeable to see. As I said, humans can see more shades of green. Ooh, so that's a great comparison. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Micro. That helps out a lot. Maybe that won't sell as much now. Once word gets around that it's still too bright, then yeah, maybe the hoodie, maybe the tier 3 might be darker and it'll help it out a bit. That could very likely help it out and whatnot. So looks like Elite Crate is going to be the new budget affordable Forest Raiders. That's got me interested now. I might consider buying some, but it's abnormal. Don't need to rush into buying it. Buy orders first, then consider buying it on Thursday. That's going to be my plan. So Thompson is the one thing I'm definitely looking at, and I'm definitely considering buying straight away. I'm more invested into potentially in buying into the Elite Crate than the hoodie and pants. And this door, I'd rather just do buy orders first. Everything else, Furnace looks cool, that looks cool, but I'm not interested in buying it just yet. I want to see the sales first, then make a consideration. So that is all of that. Now, gentlemen, this was the last week before the 15th and the 22nd. It would be expected that the 15th and the 22nd will be Christmas skins, only Christmas rotation. So we would expect 10 Christmas skins and the return of Christmas items, Santa beard, deluxe Christmas lights, neon sign pack, snow machine, Christmas door wreath, Christmas garlands, all of that. We will be expecting the return of all of that for the 15th and the 22nd. So we're not going to see any more regular skins until, what's that going to be, 29th? Yeah, the 29th. So yeah. Yeah, it was nice to see some more clothing skins. I'm happy to see that. They weren't continuations of collections. Unlucky to you, Lightweight. Unlucky to you, Glister. Unlucky to you, Apostate. Unlucky to you, JPEG. Unlucky to you, Military. But Christmas is on the horizon, so yeah. Have you been selling? Have you been invested into Christmas skins? I have. I've been making some great money. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Best of luck to all of you with your investments, and best of luck to all of you. Remember, sell your Christmas items before next week's Rush Store rotation. I cannot stress that enough. They're going to be brought back at cheaper prices. Sell them! Right, all good. Thank you for watching.